obviously into a semi-final for the strikers, but there'll be a few changes in the lineup. How does that sit with you?
Yeah, it's going to be a bit disappointing where we have to make a few changes, but they're good changes. You know, personally for those guys to be representing Australia and getting their sort of first crack at it, I think it's great news. But disappointing for us, but exciting nonetheless. You know, like a home final as well. I think there's nothing more exciting than playing at home and playing at the Adelaide Oval. It's a ground that I've always loved, but experienced it a lot more this year, being a home base for me, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the home games here. So just glad we got that home final, and hopefully, you never know, maybe another one at the end of the weekend.
So no Head, no Carey, no Stanlake have been very important part of the side this year. How do you replace them?
Yeah, I think lucky enough, Heady's been in and out with obviously leaving for the one day, so we've had opportunities to tinker with the side to sort of find replacements for him along the way. So that's not too bad. But obviously, losing Billy and Kez, that two players that have played a big role in the tournament, is going to be hard. But lucky we got opportunity to play Wes over in Perth the last chance when I stayed at home. So it was good to see him get a run, and he'll be better for it going into the final. And whoever replaces Kez at the top, I think Deanie's probably the man at the moment that'll get the opportunity. And he's been striking them well in the nets and previously, so he'd be disappointed he didn't get some runs the other night, but he's been in fine form, so looking forward to seeing what he can do here at Adelaide Oval.
How about the keeping spot? Because there's no obvious replacement in the team. You get a replacement player. How do you see that falling out?
Yeah, I don't know yet. I guess we'll find out in the coming days. It's probably something that we didn't really think too much about. I guess they would have thought about it from up top previously when there was talk that Kez might have got the opportunity to be a part of the one-day set up. So I'm sure they've got ideas, and we'll see what happens over the next coming days. But I think it won't matter too much. I think we've got the players to fill the voids. I think that's the good thing about having a good strong squad is that when they get their opportunity they can stand up, and I think we've got the replacements to fill there, and I think they'll be ready to go.
So losing those quality of players and the amount of eyes on BBL at the moment, do you think they need to relook at the scheduling of it all?
Ideally, probably yes. But in saying that, from CA's point of view, it's tough as well. There is lots of cricket to be played, so you could argue both points. But it is hard. Like teams lose players during the one-day series as well. So just because we're losing, a bulk at the back end, we can't complain too much because teams have lost multiple players throughout this whole tournament. So it is a tough one. It is something that, in an ideal world, you could play them all separately and everyone could be involved. But it is tough with the amount of cricket that is played these days to get 100% right. And I think it's close to being right. But there's obviously over the next couple of years, they'll be trying to tinker with it to get it spot on.
And Pete, given we are going to be missing a few senior players this week, do you sort of feel that need to step up as a senior guy and really take the ball by the horns? Not that you hadn't had a very good tournament anyway.
I think we're probably lucky that the guys missing are probably more the inexperienced guys in theory, that like Kez and Big Billy haven't played a lot of cricket in general. So yes, they've played a big part, but they're not super experienced at sort of this level. So I don't think that'll play a big part. Heady, obviously, he's got a lot of experience in T20 cricket and obviously playing for Australia at international level. So he is going to be a big loss. But like I said, we've got plenty of blokes throughout the squad and good depth that can replace those guys. And I think the senior guys, will have to stand up come game day. But I think, we continue to do what we've been doing throughout this series, that I think, we can get the right result come Friday.
And with Billy out, how much more pressure does that put with you with ball?
I don't think it puts any more pressure on us. I think, obviously Wes will come in and he'll be the sort of the fasty that'll take up that role of being the menacing quick. So, he'll be looking forward to that. And like I said, it was good to see him get a run the other night and get out there. He's been performing well on the nets and just getting ready to have that crack when it came up. And now he's got his opportunity. So I'll be looking to him stand up. But, we're all going to have to stand up and play our part. And I think that's been the great thing about our side throughout this tournament, that everyone can play their role in any given game. And I think it'll be no different come this week.
Having not played BBL for a few years and coming up against the old team, do you feel like you've got a personal point to prove?
A little bit. It was a little bit nerve-wracking, probably more than most, playing them the other night back in Melbourne. So that was probably a little bit tougher. Obviously, having to go back there and play them at Etihad in Melbourne now that I've jumped ship. So that was probably a bit tougher. This time around, I'm going to have the full support of hopefully a packed house here in Adelaide right behind me, supporting me. So I'm sure it'll feel a lot more comfortable this week here playing them, and hopefully, we get the same result as we did back over there.
And Pete, is there a bit of niggle as well we can expect with Corin Pollard? There was some nice little counting going on last game. Hopefully see a bit more of that.
Yeah, it'll be a bit of banter. I think, that was probably him, previously playing here, having a bit of a banter with the boys. But, it's always good fun playing against the West Indies guys. They're good characters, and I think I've played with Bravo a lot back in the Renegades days. So, they're good characters, and I think they're good fun to play against. I think they're the battles that you want. You want to have good challenges. They're entertaining, and I think it adds to the excitement of the Big Bash. So, no doubt Friday night will be the same. A massive crowd here supporting us, and we can put the pressure on them and get one back.
Do you feel that you're going in as underdogs in this one?
No, I wouldn't think so. I think our performances speak for themselves going into this final this week. We've performed well. We've had changes throughout the tournament with different things. Obviously, Ness missed early on with injury, and Hetty going in and out at different stages. So I think, we've got the depth, like I said, and I think our performances have shown that, when we're on, that we're one of the top sides. And I think, the bowlers have been doing a great job. The batters have been standing up as well. I think, we're still trying to get that perfect game. We probably haven't really ticked it off this tournament yet with both bat and ball. But hopefully Friday night, like I said, we can step out there on a home ground, the crowd behind us, that, we can sort of perfect that game and, come away with the win.
What about the Renegades in the couple of games that you played, and what's anything stands out that's particularly dangerous about them? You touched on the Windies, but...
Yeah, I think it's their power, with their batting. I think they're a very powerful lineup with their batting that it does make you a little bit nervous to bowl against. But I think it showed the other night with our consistency and patience and probably planning for each individual that we know what we want to bowl to them. We know how we're going to get them, and I think set the right field. So I think that's their danger is their strike. But they're going to be missing players as well, and I think Richo plays a big role for them with the ball. So losing him is going to be a big loss as well. So I think we've got a lot of positives to look forward to this Friday night, and I think you can't go past having a home crowd. I think no matter where you play, it's always exciting. But playing in front of a home crowd here at Adelaide, loudest stadium in Australia, it's going to be exciting.
But does Harry Nielsen-Lewin was the obvious replacement for Theory?
What I'd be looking at, I'd assume so. I played him earlier in the year when he played for the CA11 in the one-dayers, and he made 96 against us, I think, and batted well. And I know he's a very good gloveman, so I'd assume that that he's probably the man. But like I said, I don't know. I guess him being South Australian, he does come as the number one candidate. But I've got no idea what they're thinking. But I've got full confidence if he's the choice that he can step up and play a role and fill the void definitely.
Pete, does it hurt the legitimacy of the BBL at all to get to a semi-final and three of your best players go out at the most time of the season? Is it going to hurt the brand overall?
I wouldn't have thought so. I think it's happened ever since the Big Bash has been apart. The one-day format has always been played during the Big Bash, and the international teams always have the best players. So I don't think it's it affects it in any way. It's personally for a team and for Adelaide, we feel a bit hard done by. But like I said, it's affected teams throughout the normal fixturing in any given season. So it is disappointing. Yes, I know fans will be disappointed. But that's the way it is. We all play this game to represent Australia, and I think you speak to Hetty or Kez or Billy, they're loving the opportunity to be playing for Australia and representing Australia. So at the end of the day, that's where we're heading. But for a team, it does affect us. But we just need to get the job done and sort of do it for those boys.
And do you agree with Punter's comments from the other night about trying to get that balance for Australian white ball games and with the Big Bash?
I think everyone agrees with that. Everyone wants everyone. You want the best players playing all the time. But like I said, there's so much cricket played these days. It is hard to get it 100% right. I know they're doing their best to get it right. But at this stage, it is still very hard. You look at some of the other teams throughout the one-dayers have lost a lot of players and still been able to perform. And I think Scorchers are probably that perfect example for us to go into Friday night's game. Is just look at the way they've played. They've lost a lot of players through injury and selection throughout the tournament and still finished on top. So I think we can take a little leaf out of their book this week and you know, our depth can stand up and we can get the job done, that it'll show that how strong Adelaide are as a team and obviously as a state.
And beers on Rashid Khan after his IPL action.
Yeah, I think he's taking everyone out for dinner this week. So I think we're looking forward to that. I think no boys are going to eat for a couple of days and then just load up on Rash. But it was amazing for him. Obviously, you know, his background and how hard he works to perfect his game and to make cricket a living, not just for him but looking after his family back home. And watching how he's gone about it and performed for us, it's amazing. So it was. I know I spoke to him this morning. He was very nervous over the weekend with the weight, but he's very excited now that it's over and done with, and he can just look forward to Friday night and hopefully get the result that we want.
What did he say to you? You said you spoke to him.
Yeah, I've been with him all morning. No, he's just excited, like I said, mate. He's just pumped that he got the job done, and that's out of the way. I think a lot of boys get nervous about the auction, and that it's finally out of the way. He's got his team. He's got obviously the bid that went very well for him. That he's a very happy man. So he did say that he'd be a lot happier if he gets the win on Friday night. So that's good to see. He's still thinking of the Adelaide boys.